Hey, check this out. Look, I remember, was it last year? I remember this person had moved into Ocean Springs, right? And look, I want to say something. I have systems in place. I have things set up. So where anything lawn and landscape related, my phone will ring first. I will be the first one you see when I have systems in place that I'm paying for, right? So I had this one client, they had just moved into town. I don't remember where they moved from, but their property, they had zoysia grass. Again, when you cut zoysia grass, you better know how to cut it. And when I gave him the price, he was like, oh yeah, that's fine, let's do it, blah, blah, blah. So I was maintaining the property. So I'm assuming she had started talking to her neighbor, and I know who the neighbor was using to maintain their property. And I remember she texted me. I could tell she was she didn't know how to fire me. So they had an old raggedy gate, And I told her when I took on the property, I said, look, if we keep opening this gate, it's only a matter of time this gate is going to fall down because it's so old. I say about 3 months into cutting the property, one of the pieces of wood fell off the gate. And she sent me a picture. Hey, did you damage my gate? I said, no, ma'am, you remember me? And I screenshotted the message from 3 months ago. I said, you remember that I was telling you that your gate is falling down and eventually it's going to collapse? Then the next time I came, hey, please don't cut my grass so high, cut it low. And I explained to her, I said, ma'am, the type of grass you have, you cannot cut that low because you're going to, the way the heat works, you're going to expose the roots. The only thing you're going to do is burn the roots because it's so hot. We weren't getting a lot of rain like how we get now. Last year, it was kind of hit and miss. So I didn't cut. The next time I cut it, I didn't cut it low. I kept it the same length. So the next time I cut, she sent me a message. She said, cut my grass low. And I explained to her, when I cut this grass low, you have a bunch of dead grass out here because I'm cutting this yard at 4.5 inches. She wanted me to cut it at 2. Man, I cut that yard 3-4 times to try to get all that dead grass out of there. All right, and when I did that, she took the picture, posted it on Facebook, and said, my lawn guy is charging me this amount of money. Do this yard supposed to look like this? Man, them $20 guys was all in her comments. Whoever you got, he ripping you off. He don't know what he doing, blah, blah, blah. So she called and told me. She sent me a text. Oh, we found another guy. We want to go another way. Thanks. No problem. Well, I still have a house at the end of that street. So I have to ride by a house every week. And let's just say half of that yard is browned out and dead. Because again, if your biggest thing is the cheapest price, you will find the cheapest price. But see, now what she's faced against is you need to go ahead and have that property aerated, and then you need to fertilize it, and you need to go out there and water it 3 times a week, and then you might have a chance of it coming back. Because what that guy done, number one, like I said, I know who was cutting the property. And this is the guy that's cutting up property. He changes his lawnmower blades once a year. He put a new set of lawnmower blades on there at the beginning of the season, and then he changed them at the end of the year to get ready for the season again. I change my lawnmower blades every single week. Well, man, bro, lawnmower blades $100. If you're not profitable, you cannot buy brand new sets of blades, because I told y'all when you cutting the grass, it's a difference between cutting the grass and tearing the grass. 90% of guys are tearing the grass. They're not cutting the grass because they're not changing their blades. If you're not going to change your blades, at least take your blades off and sharpen them. They don't even do that. You need to switch patterns every time you cut the yard. If you cut the yard up and down this week, then you need to come in the following week and go this way, and then the following week you need to go that way. Because if you just go up and down every time for a whole year, you're going to put ruts in the yard. And that causes another problem, because then when you look at the edge of your property, you're going to see ruts all the way down your property. And inside of each of those ruts will turn brown. And over time, you will start losing grass in those ruts. It's not rocket science, but it's a science to it. And you pay for that knowledge.